let's see if I can beat my record. Okay, let's see how fast we can do a window. Right, hole up there. Okay, I'm going to time this. That window up there. There. That one there. Okay, stand by. Okay, on your mark, go. About 15 seconds that. About 15 seconds. Maybe I can get even faster, eh? Is that what I should be doing though? If you think about it. Is it to work faster, harder? Kill yourself? Chase the money? Or could be doing something wrong? Maybe that's alright if it's like every 4 weeks, every 2 weeks even. If the weather's good, you can perhaps just get away with cleaning the window that fast, and notice I didn't do the frames either. But is that what it's actually about? So what we're going to talk about really is really working smarter rather than working harder. So please subscribe and hit that like button. Surprising how that like button, if you hit that, how it affects a YouTube channel. Now, I didn't know this a while ago, but that's why they always say it, all the big boys. So if you do that, that's going to help me a lot. Anyway, let's get on with it. What I was talking about was actually like, oh, you splash and dash, or do we actually work smarter? I'm all for efficiency and all that, and working smarter, but I'm not really one to talk, because what I'm going to suggest is about the prices here, about your pricing. If you haven't got your pricing structure right with your window cleaning round, then this is where you're going to end up working hard and chasing the money because your prices aren't right. But everyone's circumstances are different. I'm a bit of a hypocrite here because I've ended up like that, really working hard and fast, but I'm efficient now, and generally you can tell by the, how well you're doing the windows by what the customer response is going to be. And my customer response has been pretty good, I must admit, over the years. I haven't had many problems at all. Very, very few people talking about spots, on the glass or runs, etc. I've done pretty well in that respect. But what you should do to work smarter is get your pricing structure right. It might not always be easy because the competition out there, especially now after what's all been going on with all this virus and all that sort of thing, has become a real problem. I know there's a lot more people perhaps going to be starting window cleaning. I don't know, maybe not, maybe some people are going to quit. We have to see yet. But if you can get your pricing structure right, then you're not going to have to work as hard. But it's just going to take your courage to actually do this. Go to each customer, explain even. Just don't arbitrarily say, I'm putting them up. If you've left them a long time like me, it's going to be even harder. But in my case, I didn't want to lose any more work. So I have to admit, I let it go, and now it would be really difficult to move the prices as much as I'd like to. I've dropped behind. However, in my case, again, I'll be retiring soon, so it'll see me out okay. I've done alright, but I have to admit I did make a lot of mistakes. But if you're just starting out and you've been cleaning windows that long, perhaps start as you mean to go on. That way you'll get everything right, and you won't have to take a big hit if you go out there and say, right, I'm putting them all at £5 or something. You might not even lose one, but with me, it's funny, you put them up £1 and they'll go absolutely ballistic. I'll get somebody else, and that's not unnecessarily a lot of money these days. You know, I remember the old days we used to put them at 20 pence. 20 pence, can you imagine it? But all online now, it's much easier, but it's best to round your prices up anyway. So that's the way to go, is to get your pricing structure right. Work smarter, not faster necessarily. Okay, but there is a lot to be said about technique and getting your equipment sorted right. You see a lot of people that their equipment is absolutely shot. I mean, although I've had this pole, this Gardner SLX, for a long time, I don't know, it must be over 5 years, it's got no rotation on here, you see, because I've kept all the clamps really good. They're original clamps, original pole, everything, okay. Although, I have to say this, I have several poles. I've got 5 carbon fibre poles, that's another thing. Invest in your equipment. It'll help you to move faster, work faster, but not splash and dash. That's what the emphasis is on this. Pricing first, then you get that right, and you don't have to rush. You can take your time more because you're getting the money for the job. If you do a good job, a premium job, then that's what the key to it is. But back onto equipment, a lot of people, you'll find their poles rotate, you see, and it's just a pain in the neck. The brush bristles are all bent and flat. You need them to be pointy like this. This one's got a little bit of wear now, but you see the bristles will touch. If they're all bent back, what you're doing on the glass, you're just moving the side of the bristle up and down, not the tips. You need the tips to give that scrub, a good scrub, okay. Also, this is not the full length SLX. I have actually split it, you can see by the red bit there. I only put the end sections on. I think there's 2 or 3 more that can go on this, okay. I can reach everything in my round with just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, okay. It keeps it lighter, less stress on your joints and everything, and you can actually work faster and more efficiently, okay. There's a lot to be said for technique as well, and also how you actually move around. Think about your round. You might be stuck in a rut, okay, and there's things that have saved me a lot of time. The way you pull your hose out, the way you place it, if you've got a backpack, where you fill your barrels up, how you fill them up, when you fill them up, all this sort of thing. Can you clean a window instead of going right round? You can clean the next door's window from the position of this house, so you might be able to reach across there instead of going right round. All this sort of thing, a bathroom window, and it saves time. All takes time, all takes experience, but you can do it. Just think about it a bit. One of the best advice I can give is try and take an interest in what you're doing. I know some of you are not really that interested in window cleaning. It's like a means to an end. For me, that's how it started, but I got into it. I got into all the DIY and the efficiency side of things, and that really helped me along. Just think about things a little bit and get the most out of it. Get your price and structure right. Try and become as efficient as you can and get on with it, and you'll find things will work out. So that's all I've got to say for now. So that's another video under my belt. Please subscribe and hit that like button, like I said before, and you do me a great big favour. I really appreciate that. So that's it for now. So it's job done.